Let's talk about indirect history. And by indirect history, I mean looking at the cases that Interscope Records v. Ledbetter cited within its opinion to make sure that they are still good law. In Westlaw, if you are looking at a case and you see this orange triangle, Westlaw is trying to warn you that a case that your case cited to may no longer be valid for at least one point of law. Westlaw will tell you right at the top which case it is pointing to, but note that there may be more than one case with this issue. In order to see where that case was cited in your opinion, you can click on the overruling risk arrows and it will take you to that portion of the opinion. This is helpful to allow you to quickly read what that case was cited for. You can see here that this case was cited in the background, not even in the analysis. Even so, if the point of law that case was cited for is why you were looking at Interscope Records to begin with, you would need to go read that case with the red striped flag to see why it is now considered invalid. If that is not why you are reading this case, you can move on. However, in order to be thorough, you'll also want to go and take a quick look through your table of authorities to see if any other cases have flags you may need to be concerned about. Here we see one other case that also may be undermined. We can click on the page number it appears in our opinion and go see why it was cited to. We see here it was cited for the same reason as that other case. Unless this is something we're reading this case for, we can move on. In Lexis, you may see an at-risk signal near your case name. This has the same meaning as overruling risk, in that authority this case relied on may no longer be good law. To see the section in the case that has this potentially bad citation, you can click on the at-risk symbol. You get a lot of information from this. You get told what the passage is, what the citation is that is no longer good law, and what case made that determination. Again, if this isn't the reason you're looking at this case, you can move on. Last, you'll still want to go and look at the table of authorities to see if there are other cases to be aware of. There's that case we just saw, but here, Taylor v. United States has a red stop sign. As United States v. Vinton followed that case, although did not discuss it in depth, we might want to go and take a look at what the red stop sign is for to make sure that point of law that we used it for is still good. This is how you do indirect history, by looking at the citator symbol and also the table of authorities to look backwards in time.